G'day everybody and welcome to the House of Mario, South Australian Nintendo podcast that is backed by a 120 Power Star rating. I'm your host Drew Agnew and the doors to episode 363 are open. Very excited today as I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Josh, or JT if you like. Josh, how you going, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. Hello, everyone. Doing okay. Had a nice weekend, but I've been playing a lot of Switch 2 with a new title this week that I probably wasn't expecting. So keen to talk about that.
Very nice. A nice little surprise game on the Switch too. Very good, very good. Yes, but yeah, excited for another week, Josh. A pretty light week in the scheme of things. I feel like the last couple of months has been pretty flat out, just with releases and news and third-party releases. There's always been something like quite big on the docket, but it sort of sat down tonight and was, it's a bit light. We'll just have to talk about, don't know, other things. We'll have to talk about just really exciting world events. You know, I hear there's a lot going on in the other side of the world. No.
Thank God Pictonico got announced today.
Oh, that's right.
Saved it. Everyone listening, thank God for that.
That's right. I was really going to dive into like just politics and all of the interesting things that are happening around the world. But no, I guess you're right. We do have a big game announcement today, which really saved us. And Josh, if we recorded our normal time, we would have missed it. God forbid.
That's true. Yeah, because we're later doing.
Yeah, so everybody would have missed just our wonderful take on this new mobile game from Nintendo. Just I'm sure everybody would have really missed that. But yeah, it was random anyway. I guess just jump straight into that, just because why not? But yeah, brand new Nintendo mobile game, and just before we actually get into it, kind of random because we haven't got a brand new Nintendo mobile game in a long time, so it's kind of just like really out of nowhere, especially since it's not tied to an IP. But I'll read this from Vooks, and we'll jump into what we think about it. But the article reads, quote, out of the blue, a brand new Nintendo mobile game has been announced for both the Apple App Store and Google Play Store this morning. Here we go, Josh. Pictonico is a brand new intelligent systems, and it's clearly influenced by WarioWare that lets you turn your photos into one of 80 minigames. It's set to be released on iOS and Android on May 28th, a little over a week from now. And we can get it for $13 here in Australia. So pretty cool. So yeah, what did you think of this, Josh? Just quite randomly announced today, and it'll be out very soon.
I don't like the name. Hard to pronounce. And then I'm just like watching it, and like it's a WarioWare game, and I'm just, you know, as a Nintendo fan, a little, you know, if they're gonna do this sort of stuff, why not use the WarioWare IP? But I think you said on air probably, you know, a chance for them to promote, you know, this to more wider general audience potentially. I don't know if it's going to do well, like paid mobile games these days. I just like the whole idea of that to me just doesn't really seem to, you know, unless you're really, you know, doing season pass kind of things. Yeah, I don't know how well this is going to go. So it doesn't really excite me or anything. So I'll get the free one and just see, you know, from a vague interest point of view for the podcast, just to see what it's like. But yeah, like I think we got the Japanese trailer, so we didn't even get a localized one. So there's no real proper sort of push from Western markets for this, and we're just going to, you know, be included in the Japanese trailer here. So low level Nintendo Today announcement. You know, probably all we're going to get. So I just wish it was WarioWare, and that had me a little bit more keen for it.
Yeah, WarioWare on the phone would be cool. I guess this is the second best thing, just obviously from Intelligent Systems and doing a very similar thing. But I do quite like the gimmick of using your own photos, being able to put them into it, and then like the games adapting with like your friends and families and just whatever photos you have on your phone. I think that's actually quite a fun gimmick that I don't know what the social media sharing and that will be on this, but I could see it, you know, gaining traction quite a bit, just people sharing funny moments with their friends and things. And yeah, it just depends on how they how you're able to share that type of stuff. Because yeah, I could have a lot of fun. Like, you put your wife on, like, just doing that eating mini game where you're like stretching out their mouth and going, num, 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 num. Like, I don't know. There's something that tickles me a little bit about that. It reminds me of like even like the DSiWare games with WarioWare Snapped, where you're able to put your own face in the game and use the DSi camera when you sit it down on the bench, and it becomes like a bit of an eye toy type of thing. It's a similar kind of thing, but it's just like just using the photos on your phone. So I can see that being kind of fun. I'm a Nintendo fan. I love WarioWare. I've loved it for years. I would love to see WarioWare on the phone, but I feel like this is a good step to get just maybe the audience of people who want games on their phone. And if they see Wario or a Nintendo character, they might go just glaze over it, potentially, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, I'm interested to see it. You bring up the price. I'm kind of interested they've gone back to this, because I feel like with Mario or Super Mario Run, like in 2017, they sort of learnt that $10 doesn't work. Like, people on mobile don't want to spend money unless like it's a very particular person who wants to put a lot of money into one game. But like here it says that the first batch of mini games, they're $13, but there's actually a second batch you can get for $9.50. So I don't know when that second batch is coming, but so you can potentially spend up to like $23 on this game, which to us, that's quite a cheap Switch game, but it's a very expensive mobile game. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm very interested to try it. Put some of our faces on there and go num 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 and do a screen recording. We'll see. I can't see myself just getting it out every time I'm like sat down waiting for a meal order or something like that, just to buy time. But yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I just don't think this will do well. I just wouldn't surprise me if it sort of gets unsupported after a little while, or nothing new gets shone from it. So yeah. We will see, I suppose. But like I just the photo thing is the only slightly different thing here, and I'm just not sure if it's going to be a funny thing after the 5 minutes that you play it.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I guess games that are also coming out very soon. We'll move on to just a bit of a gut check for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, coming out in a couple of days from now. It might even be out when you listen to the show, because it's only a couple of days away from when we're talking right now. But I guess a bit of a bargain roundup for people. I'm just checking out Vooks.com. Thank you very much to those guys. But looks like the cheapest price for that game for a physical copy would be at Target. You can get it for $84. Everywhere else seems to have it around the $100 to $95 range, including JB Hi-Fi. You get it for $95, which is in line with the new digital variable pricing scheme that seems to be kicking in with this game. So yeah, Josh, I know you're not interested in this game, but yeah, I guess what's your thoughts on it going into the launch, and why aren't you interested?
Yeah, so I suppose this is Nintendo's first, I suppose, test with the variable pricing to make digital cheaper. So interesting to see how well that does. I mean, $95 still seems a bit high for me for this sort of title. So at least Big W and Target have it a bit cheaper potentially, I think, going from the looks of it. Target and Officeworks. So yeah, it looks beautiful. It's definitely for that younger clientele, isn't it? And Yoshi's Crafted World, the last one I played, didn't quite do it for me. So, I'm just I haven't looked too much into the I'm like I've seen high level stuff of the previews and the overview trailers and things like that, and I'm happy to watch from afar if people are really keen for this one. But I won't be picking this one up.
Yeah, this is another one of the games where I'm like, I am standoffish. We talked about it before, but I've been burnt 3 times by Goodfield games. Just like even Yoshi's Woolly World back on Wii U. I'm like, such a cute game, but man, I never finished it because it didn't capture my attention. Then Yoshi's Crafted World, once again, I'm like, yeah, I found it even more boring to get through. And then like yeah, Princess Peach Showtime. I forced myself to finish that game, but yeah, I really didn't like that game either. So I'm like, fool me 3 times. I don't think so. But I think I can confirm I will be getting a review code for this game from Nintendo Australia. So I will be covering the game, and I do hope that it surprises me, much like Mario Tennis Fever did, because I went into that game as well, being like, ah, look, the last few sports games have been not very impressive, and then especially with the pricing of Switch 2 games being $110, I'm like, man, this yeah, going into it, I just didn't really have any hopes for it. But honestly, it's one of the most played Nintendo games that's launched this year on my Switch too. Somehow, like I just go in there and play games every now and again, and it's just like a great pick up and play game, especially they have digitally just on the Switch system. So part of me is like, Yoshi, can you buck my trend as well? can you do it? Because yeah, I love the art style. Yoshi is one of my favorite characters in the Mario universe, if not my favorite. So come on, you got to do it. Come on. After 3 games, good feel. You make such good art styles. I hope you can do it. So I'll be playing it myself. I'll put it in front of my kids because I feel obviously the game this will be aimed at is towards children. So I'll put it in front of my 4-year-old and my 1-year-old and see what they think. Especially after tomorrow, Josh, because I'm very excited about this. The Mario Galaxy movie is being released on digital storefronts. I'm not sure about the physical copies, but I'll be picking that up tomorrow on Apple TV, and we'll be watching the Super Mario Galaxy movie at home. The first time
Oh yeah.
Layla and Chantel will be able to watch it. So might be able to watch that tomorrow and then sit down with Yoshi on the weekend and have some fun with that. So it all sort of mold in together. So I've got to hype up the kids
Yeah.
somehow because they love Peppa Pig. They love Booba. They love all of these other things. They love the Mario movie, but I have not been able to translate that. And not that I'm trying to indoctrinate my kids into the stuff I like, but I would like to have the TV to myself sometimes. And sometimes when I put the Switch on, they're like, Dad, I want to watch this. I'm like, no. What about this? Is this interesting? They say, no, Dad. No, I don't want to watch you play Mario Kart. I don't want to watch you play Mario Galaxy. I just want to watch the Mario movie. I'm like, come on, man. Just sit there and be interested in something that's giving me some downtime. Doesn't work out the
I feel
way
like you're trying to
as a
meet them
parent.
halfway as well. Something that they should like.
That's right.
Come on,
So
come on, get into it. Get into what your dad really wants to like and watch.
back in my day, Josh, back in your day as well. Well, our days are the same, but I'm saying in your in your family, your dad would sit down at the end of the day, watch the news. So what's meant to depress me and make me stressed from around the world? He'll sit down in front of the TV and watch that. I sit down, I'm like, I'm playing some Forza Horizon, I'm playing some Mario Kart, I'm playing some of this. Still not good enough for the kids. God, could you imagine if your dad sat down and just like whipped out Mario Odyssey, started jumping around? You're like, Dad, what is this shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Give me that second controller. I'll be happy.
Yeah, don't know. I do wonder what the kids, like my kids, would be nostalgic for. They'll think back to like, oh god, it's so boring. Dad just puts on these Nintendo games and started playing these at night, and then like them with their kids, they're trying to get them into something that's boring, and it's just like it's on a flip flop of generations. Just like our generation, the millennials, that we're looking back at our childhoods, really trying to rekindle that childhood enjoyment. Whereas like the kids that are coming up today, they're just surrounded by all this kids stuff, this family friendly stuff all the time. They just go like the other direction where it's like violent stuff or just boring stuff. Don't know. I don't know where it's going to go.
Yep, that's a fair point. Um, yeah.
Are you going to pick up the Mario Galaxy movie on digital storefronts or get a physical Blu-ray or anything like that?
um, no, it will go to one of the many streaming services I pay money for, and I'll watch it again when that comes up on there. So, be good to watch it again at a later time. It feels like I've only just seen it, so these movie release to Blu-ray dates are getting shorter and shorter. I feel like so very the gap between that's very small. I feel, but yeah, no, it's I love the movie, so I'm definitely going to see it again eventually.
when I googled it, I just googled like when is it coming to streaming services, and then it said like the 19th of May. I'm like, oh, cool, cool. And then like in that same, I think it was like Google AI. I think it was telling me all this stuff. I think it said it was coming to Netflix next year, and it's coming to some other streaming service maybe towards the end of the year. So I think that's the rollout for it. So
Australia or like US maybe?
probably US. Yeah, I assume it doesn't grab my, well, it probably does grab my location, but it probably doesn't give me the relevant information to my information, but to my location. But yeah, we'll see. So you'll be able to watch it whenever that happens, which probably be pretty soon as well, to be honest. So I remember it came to Netflix, like the original movie came to Netflix really quick. Um, Maybe like a month or so later. So yeah, I can't see it being next year, but who knows? There might be a bit more money involved trying to get the rights for it and that this time around. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it with the family. That's pretty much what's been going on this week, Josh. But let's talk about some games we've been playing. Like you said, you've got a surprise Switch game that you've been playing the last few days. And why has this been a surprise Switch game? What happened? Did you go into the store? You had an impulse buy? You had a family friend just like hand you some cash? You're like, oh, fantastic. I'm going to go blow this on a Switch game. What happened?
Um, yeah, I think I was just at that stage where, yeah, I played a lot of Tomodachi Life and was looking for maybe something else to come up. Yoshi's not interesting me, and I looked at like upcoming games and forgot that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was getting its Switch 2 release, and so that was Tuesday last week. So I've had a week playing this game and decided spur of the moment to. I was in the city that day and thought, yep, be good to get another game to play. And I heard some really good things about just how well it was running. The previews were really good for this game after I looked into it, and yeah, so um, like, and we've talked about on the show before. I think it's been like, a couple of years potentially of me, at one stage planning to borrow your Xbox Series X or something
Oh,
or
that's
S,
right. Yeah.
to play it on that, and then eventually like, oh no, it's coming to PlayStation. I was to get on that, and now it's like, no, um, there's a Switch 2 version, and I do like my Switch 2, and it's just very very convenient and easy to do it that way, and seemed like everything was in the bundle and no real sort of drawbacks to get the portability there. So um, that this has been super fun, and like I love the movies. I grew up with watching them. I wasn't alive when they first came out, but that like it was Back to the Future, it was Indiana Jones, it was Star Wars, and I love those films growing up, and so. Um, yeah, it's just something so, cavalier about, the character and all the things he, does around the world, and that sort of real, not superhero, but an actual like smart hero who's very charming and witty and funny, and it's one of those great entertainment series. And so um what with Bethesda and Machine Games here, they've like done an incredible port here, Drew. This is like the stuff that you want the Switch 2 to be able to run. Um like I really was taken aback. Like it's a stable 30 frames per second, but I just think it just suits it well for this game, and it just feels cinematic and epic the entire time I'm playing this game. Even like because there's lots of little scattered moments outside of the main thing for you to do in these. I'm going to call them zones or areas. You get like these sort of open world areas that you get to explore, and I think there's a few of them up to the second one at least. So yeah, so much to see and do, all voice acted. A lot of cool surprises and puzzles along the way, and it does feel like it's like it's got like a movie esque kind of quality to it, which I think's like a great testament to the writing and the way they've gone about it, because they definitely wanted to make it feel epic and that Indiana Jones vibe, and I think they've absolutely nailed it. So um, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I'm in Egypt at the moment. I'm punching Nazis, Drew, and it's very fun. And yeah, like the reading and other stuff you do on the side's very cool and fun as well. So I'm loving it on my Switch too.
Yeah, it's been a long time in the making, finally getting you to play this game, like you said. So, yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Because, like, what are you mainly playing on? Are you doing the handheld or are you doing it on the TV? Because I think like as far as like a port goes, like a lot of the time on Switch 2, it's the resolution that might take a bit of a hit. So are you sort of happy with how all that looks? Like you don't notice it too much?
Um, no, not really. I think it's like the way the cinematics are shown in this, like, and I've done it to so that it's not like completely widescreen. It's got the cinematic, like the tops and bottoms are like
Oh yeah.
removed,
Mm.
and so it does feel like a movie a lot of the time. And so, um, like so no, I think the performance has been really great. And then like when there's a few things going on, like you can tell, like the frame rates jumped a little, like that kind of thing. Um, some textures maybe not as great looking. Um, you know, explosions and like when there's dirt everywhere, stuff like that. You can see the limitations a little, but most of the time that's not really a thing. That's not taking me out of the illusion of it all. So the atmosphere is amazing, and yeah, it's got me really like sort of excited. Like if First Light, the 007 games like this, that same sort of vibe of because I love watching. I love all the James Bond films. I've got them on Blu-ray as well, and so yeah, so it's kind of been like the cool next game for me to play at the moment. And um, yeah, just loving it. Been playing predominantly docked, but have done a little bit of it in handheld, and yeah, I didn't really notice any sort of huge drops in quality with the handheld mode. So this is a pretty intensive game graphically, and it looks amazing on Switch. So they've done a really really great job, and so um, this is no small feat here. This is like one of probably the up there with some great ports that we've seen lately, with definitely with Capcom. But yeah, Bethesda and Machine have done a great job here getting this one on Switch too.
Yeah, cool. How are you finding like all the puzzles and stuff? Because obviously, like the cutscenes and the voice acting with Troy Baker and everything, like they're really good just from like the limited amount I played.
Mm.
Are you enjoying like the gameplay, like the stealth sections, the puzzles, working out what to do next? Is that something you enjoy? Because I feel like when I first found out about that, I was kind of like, oh, I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more streamlined, like Uncharted. Um, but like actually playing, I'm like, it actually sucked me right in when I played on Game Pass for like a little bit. But yeah, how are you enjoying all that stuff?
Yeah, it's definitely sucked me in, and it's um, yeah, a lot of stealth and a lot of like sneaking around, and then you want to find things, you want to find notes, and they sort of add to the side missions. So if you want to do everything, you're gonna have to move around a lot, and you're in disguises sometimes, and you don't want to get detected. And there's this thing, if a senior ranking person, an enemy, if you're too close to them, they'll pick up, okay, they don't look right, and you'll get attacked, things like that. You get guns at moments, but I definitely found that shooting your gun, creates a whole, people hear it, and so more
Mm.
people come swarming towards you. Ammo is pretty limited, so anytime I've had a gun, it hasn't really worked for me. So I've kind of like, okay, that's the trade off, and that's cool. Like you can have a gun here, but you're probably going to risk more people coming towards you, getting swarmed. You're not going to have enough ammo to deal with it. So um, you can play this game in a lot of different ways, really. And I think whatever way you want to play it, really, you have the freedom to do that, which I think is really great. But you got moments with like the whipping action, and then there's like books you got to collect that Indy reads, and that's his way of leveling up. And you get those adventure points to by discovering things, and that's how you level up and do that. So they've tried to make it like fit in with his archaeological like um academic kind of background to learn and improve himself that way, to do the physical and hero esque things he does outside of that. So um, they really feed it in really well. Some of the puzzles, that some of them have been a little challenging. And require you to sort of like read properly and understand what's going on. And sometimes they're a bit, just here are the four pins to
Mm.
a combination box. You got to find those four numbers, and sometimes it's a bit easy, and sometimes it's very like I don't know where the hell to begin with this kind of thing. So uh, yeah, I'm in the second stage now, and I'm hoping it's been a good start with the puzzles and the variety. So I hope that continues.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. I just remember when I first played it, I played it on Steam Deck and I was just experimenting with like the Xbox cloud streaming feature. And I was just like, I didn't expect it to work on my bad internet. So I hit the button and went, oh yeah. What game should I try this with? An intensive game like Indiana Jones, press that. And it just started working. So I played it for like 2 hours just over cloud, just because it's working. And I got sucked into it doing that. So yeah, it's been on my mind since I basically did that. Like I should play it again, but yeah, I don't have Game Pass. Haven't had it. Well, I do have Game Pass again at this month actually. I think about it, the first time since then, but
There you go. Get on
I don't have time for it,
it.
unfortunately. But yeah, no, I'm really glad you're enjoying it. Be a little bit of a whiplash in some ways coming off of a Tomodachi Life. Just just intensively playing that over the last couple of weeks. Have you finished your time playing that game? Have you got what you need out of it? Because like I said, I only played it maybe a couple of hours. I don't like. I sort of found. I think I'm finding myself like there was once a time where like maybe the Animal Crossing type of game was like something I really liked, but they haven't grabbed me in the more recent few years. Like I enjoyed Animal Crossing at the start of this year, but even Pokopia and Tomodachi Life, I'm like, I don't really, it's not really scratching any itch. I don't have that itch. So I don't know. I'm kind of let down by that, but it's just, it is what it is, I think. Um, but yeah, have you gotten what you want out of Tomodachi Life? Because I saw like Hubert and a few people on Blue Skies like saying like they're a little bit disappointed compared to the 3DS version, just as far as content goes and how like a lot of scenes repeat, so you kind of know what's going to happen and stuff like that. Did you come across anything like that? Like, or yeah,
Yeah, I think I spoke to this last week. But yeah, like definitely there's repeating scenes, and I think
mm,
that annoyed me. That's one of the things that annoyed me the most. I know there's other things I haven't seen yet, but there's some stuff that gets repeated. So if they could cycle through that a bit more, like I'm 20 plus hours in this though, Drew, and I
mm,
think that's definitely more than I expected. And I've still been playing some of it since getting Indiana Jones. It's just like I can I'm still enjoying, that side where I can, get my me characters to interact with each other, that kind of thing, and still some cool stuff there for me to do. And it's so easy with the digital version to jump in anytime, play for even 10, 20 minutes, and then leave out of it. So it wouldn't surprise me if I continue doing that route. But I think my big bulk playing sessions have finished with that game. But no, I loved it, Drew, and it's the first time player of the series. I think, I really probably got a lot more out of it than maybe the veterans and people who've played the previous entries. And sounds like the 3DS version is pretty good and stacks up compared to this Switch version, which is a little surprising. And I would have thought it would have been a bit more, you know, um, as iterative and a bit more sequel. And here's some really big things, but nonetheless, like we could get some more things come out, but yeah, like it's such a fun game still, and it's one of those things you could really, if you're creative, there's a whole bunch of things you can do with the whole, designing the maze, the accessories, the actual island itself. That's a whole dimension that I've only really scratched the surface of. That I need to get into and explore properly as well.
mm. Did you end up adding any more celebrities to your island?
Not Taylor Swift's still the latest one, and you, Drew, and her are getting falling in love with each other. So that is
Oh
gonna
dear.
happen, which is pretty funny.
All right. Well,
I didn't try to. It's just the
just happen.
moment you saw Taylor Swift, you did the whole hard eyes thing. It's just been
Oh,
happening.
and
There you go.
I won her over. Is that what you're saying? I won
I
over a
think you have been.
multi-billion
Yeah.
dollar Taylor Swift.
And I've enabled it since that was the case. I wanted that to be a thing.
Oh, okay. Very nice. Good for me on Tomodachi Life. I would have, yeah, I wouldn't have to worry about working again, I dare say.
Yeah. Yeah. After that, 100%.
Got my sugar mummy, even though she's like a couple of years older than me. But
Not that much.
no, how does Taylor Swift? I guess she's born in 1989, I guess, with the album title. So
Yep.
yes,
36, 37.
yeah, your beauty. Oh, cool. Um, Yeah, no, I'm glad you're still enjoying it because yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I wish I got sucked more into these types of games, but yeah, I don't know. I just sort of sit down and go, don't know, it doesn't grab my focus as much. Maybe it's a problem with me.
Don't know. But yeah, I don't think you're anyone who has those thoughts with Tom Dutchy Life. So yeah.
Wish things were different, Josh. I really do, but
Mm.
I can't pretend to live in a world that doesn't exist. This is the world I live in. This is the world.
Yeah.
This is how I view things. I'm sorry about that, everyone. Apologies. But yeah, any more games, Josh? You're been playing, or obviously that's the ones you've been playing the most.
Um. No, but I keep checking because Forza Horizon 5, I would love to see on Switch 2 one day, and because Forza Horizon 6 is out now. So, is it going to happen, Drew? I know there's a PlayStation version. But do we get 5 or something? Because I'm keen to like do I just get the PlayStation version of 5 because it's on sale? $60.
Oh, well, I guess you considering the possibility. I mean, just imagine there was a Switch 2 version. The Switch 2 version comes out, it'll be full price because it just came out, but the PlayStation version's already on sale. What would you rather do? Would you rather spend $40, $50 more, get the Switch 2 version, or get the PlayStation version for $60 now? So I guess that's the first question you got to ask yourself. Then the
Yeah.
second question is Forza Horizon 5 won't come to Switch 2. It'll be 6 at this point. I don't think they'll do 5 at this. Because 5, like what they do with the Forza Horizon games is that like they get delisted a certain amount of time after the next game comes out in the series because of all the licensing for the cars and music and stuff. It's just, I guess it's not worth them keeping it going. So yeah, I don't know when Forza Horizon 5 will get delisted. Like it will probably happen. It happened to all the other
If I
ones.
buy it, then I'll still be able to play it, just
Yes.
not online.
No, you can still play it online. You just can't, you just won't be able to buy it anymore. So, yeah, if you buy 5, you'll have it forever. You'll be able to play it forever. You can still go online, all that stuff. It's just, yeah, there'll be a certain time where it's like, all right, it's not on stores anymore. If you want it, you just got to get a physical copy, stuff like that. So yeah, I'll probably say get the PS5 version. I don't think you'll get 6. I think like I appreciate the segue, Josh, because yeah, the game of it I've been playing an absolute crapload of is Forza Horizon 6. And I think the biggest thing for honestly not to come to Switch 2, I talked about it before, but it's just those digital triggers. Like it's so important for analog triggers just to be able to use as like your acceleration. Because yeah, without it, it's just like stop and go. But these racing games, they're all about like slowing down, being able to like do like a little bit of acceleration, go around corners, put on the brake a little bit. Like it's all about like very minute amount of input to like control your acceleration and your brake. So yeah, unfortunately, I feel like the digital triggers on the Switch will pretty much make that not a possibility. And there's been other games on Switch as well that suffer from this. I think the biggest one would be like the Trials games, the motorbike games, because like they're all about like very like yeah minute detail and like doing like a little bit of acceleration, like do a bit of a wheelie, do a bit of a bunny hop, and then like yeah just move forward a little bit so you can like get through these platforming challenges. But I think on Switch they had to do it so like instead of using the triggers, you use like I think maybe the second stick or something to be able to put that control in. Whereas in like something like a bit more technical like Forza Horizon, you won't be able to do that. So yeah, I don't know what they'll do to be honest with a Forza Horizon port. It kind of sucks because I feel like it could run okay on a Switch too because I've been playing Forza Horizon 6 exclusively in handheld on my Legion Go 2. So yeah, I feel like a like specific port to Switch 2 would be good. But yeah, you gotta play Forza Horizon 5, Josh. $60, you feel like spending that amount of cash, you feel like that's a good deal. I couldn't recommend it anymore. Like it's a great time. But maybe if you feel like it too, maybe just save the cash for when it comes to PlayStation. Just be like, get 6. Because I will say, like, personally for me, 6 is like a good improvement. And just personally for me, I enjoy it a lot more because Forza Horizon 5, it takes place in Mexico, and a lot of the environment is jungles, desert, and things like that. And I feel like the map felt pretty flat for the most part, and it was by far probably my least favorite map in the Forza Horizon series. It just felt kind of bland and boring. And that's just personally for me. Like maybe if you have a bit more affinity for Mexico or you've recently gone on a holiday there or something, you might have a few more feelings towards it. But for me, I found it pretty underwhelming compared to the UK, Australia, France, and Italy, like and Colorado in the first one. So I'd say like if you're interested in the series, I'd say just wait because then you can like have like the whole lifeline of this game where you can go online and play together and all of that type of stuff. So yeah, I'll probably even say yeah, just wait for
But how long
6.
will I have to wait though for the
Don't know.
PS5 version?
It's coming out later this year, I think. I think they've stated that. So that could be, I guess that could be 1 month, that could be 6 months, that could be
Well, it'll be
8
like
months.
what, $120.
Yeah, it'll come out full price. Don't worry about that. Yeah, $110 I dare say for the full game, but then it'll go on sale for Christmas time and that too. So yeah, maybe get both, Josh. Fuck it, just dive into it. Get 5, play that until 6 comes out. Do it.
Yeah, I love. I played Forza Motorsport on the Xbox back in the day. We had an Xbox
Mm-hmm.
instead of a PlayStation 2. So Forza Motorsport was the game we played there. And then I've always liked having a cool racing game to play. Played a lot of Colin McRae Dirt, and then that was Colin McRae's Dirt 2, and then Dirt 3 and 4. And I haven't played 5. I think that's the last one. Um, but yeah, never really stuck around after Forza Motorsport 1. So, and then Forza Horizon came around, and I've never touched that sub series at all. But like I love like Midtown Madness. Like there was even Sega Rally, just random stuff like that. Just like always fun to have a racing game on the go. So yeah, that might be, you know, 5 might be the one for me to try out. $60 is pretty cheap.
Yeah, I would say do it. It's a great game. I think just yeah, like I said, me personally, like yeah, I didn't like the map as much, but yeah, it's still really really great fun. But yeah, we just don't get that many racing games, especially like these bigger ones. Like Need for Speed has been just dormant for a long time. We've got one game on like current generation, but apart from like we don't get that many. We recently had a game come out called Screamer. That's like a anime arcade racer. I got my eye on that one. That's on my Steam wish list, but haven't played it, so I don't know what it's like. But yeah, Forza Horizon's like the arcade racer that's in the mainstream. And like in 2015, when I bought my Xbox One, I was just like, I was happy just with my Xbox One and Forza Horizon 2 just by itself. I'm like, this was worth the purchase by itself, even if I get
Mm.
no other games for my Xbox One. So yeah, every other game ever since has just been like a day one buy. So yeah, I couldn't recommend this game anymore. Like this is by far Xbox's best game. And yeah, if you have any platform, definitely pick it up. But yeah, I don't feel like it will be a good suit for Switch 2 just because of the controls. You'd need to honestly like pair an Xbox controller with the Switch 2 to make it work properly. Um,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
with Forza Horizon 6, I got like the stupidly expensive edition that like gives you all the car packs, gives you early access. So I've been playing for over the weekend, and it comes with like the DLC that will eventually come out as well. They're always great, Josh. Like the DLC for the last one, it was like a rally pack and then a Hot Wheels pack. So it takes you to this whole other island where it's just made out of Hot Wheels track, and you get all these like Hot Wheels cars that you can race with and all that. It was like a lot of fun. Then it's been basically going like one on, one off of like Lego and Hot Wheels. So I don't know if we'll get a Lego pack for this one, but in Forza Horizon 4, there was a Lego pack. So there was an island, just everything was made of Lego. So you just smashing through Lego pieces and all that. It was really cool. So hopefully we get a cool thing for that. But yeah, so I got the stupid expensive version. It was $190 that I spent on Steam for this game.
Whoa.
So it was by far the most expensive game I think I've ever bought, just for like one game. But I felt alright doing it because it just comes with a bunch of stuff, including the DLC, which the track record for the series has been good. So I'm like, all right, I'm happy to basically prepay for that. Don't have to worry about that when the time comes. And it's basically been like Xbox's MO to try and bypass Game Pass to do like the early access stuff. Because like on Game Pass, like you get our games day one, but if you pay extra, you get them day -4. It's like some completely bullshit marketing term that they've got for it.
Yeah.
But I have absolutely loved my time with Forza Horizon 6. I've already put 20 hours into it over like the last, I guess, 4 days it's been out
Oh,
on early access. That's what my Steam's telling me. I think it's given me an extra couple of hours because I like put my handheld in sleep mode, and it must have tracked me for a couple of hours or something after that. But it's a lot anyway, especially for like how many hours I've been able to put into games recently, and it's just so easy. I could just sit there all day and play this game because it is very much just like do a race, on to the next one, and then like you're always doing something, always going towards something. There's always some bar filling up, whether it's your level, whether it's skill points, whether it's like your I guess like the wristband system, which is like the progression system. Like, you're trying basically going up levels in the Forza Horizon tournament that's taking place. There's always something going on, let alone, going down different roads. It's like you discovered a new road. You hit a billboard, you get experience. Like you hit a new billboard. You've got this many left to go. It's always like in your face. Maybe, and I'd say in Forza Horizon 5, it got to the point where it was actually to its detriment, where it was a little bit too overwhelming. So like there's always something flashing. You go into the menu, and the menu was honestly at the point where I'm like, I don't know what half of this does. Like I really don't. I know where to go to my map. I know where to go look at my cars and stuff like that. But so many of the other options, I was kind of like, man, it's always like, it's triggering my dopamine a little bit too much. There's too much going on. But I feel like they've got all that stuff in 6, but it's kind of like taken back a bit. Like for example, you finish a race in Forza Horizon 5, and it'll be like, oh, yo, this is a match experience. You got your level bar going up, and you get a wheel spin. You can do wheel spin to like get a chance to win a car or currency, stuff like that. And it's like, oh my god, I'm just doing all this stuff, but it doesn't put all of that in front of your face this time. And when you look at the map in Forza Horizon 5, I was like, there's so much stuff there. I don't know what to do next. But in this one, it more slowly ekes it out to you. And after you finish a race, it actually gives you suggestions. It gives you like options out of 4 different events you can do. So it just pops that up straight away. You're like, oh, I want to do that street race, or I would like to do that off-road race. And then it just gives you directions to the option you chose, and you can just drive straight to it. It's like, whereas beforehand, I'll go to my map just full of literally hundreds of icons, but like, oh god. So
where do I start?
Yeah, I feel like they've toned it down a bit. All that stuff is still there, but to look at your wheel spins, you got to go to your menu. There's a wheel spins icons. Oh, I've got 5 wheel spins available to me. Fantastic. It doesn't just shove it in your face every single time, which I quite like. And all the menus are a lot more neatly presented. So I feel like just a presentation of the game is much better than what they had in Forza Horizon 5. It got to the point where it's like, oh my god, like, yeah, it was overstimulating, which is kind of crazy to say for a video game. But yeah, that's where I was. And how they treated Japan in this game is absolutely fantastic. It is so much fun to explore this map. Just from like the Tokyo location, where it's like the inner city is really good. You've got like big wide roads, and you've got the highways, the overpasses, stuff like that. But then you've got all like the little narrow little 1-lane roads as well that you'll recognize from, I guess, like media that's based in Tokyo. All the like little skinny little narrow ways with like restaurants and stuff in there, which I quite enjoy going down because they're like I guess like where a lot of the things are hidden, like the billboards and the mascots that you need to hit to collect and check off your little check boxes. It's where a lot of them are hidden. So going down them, it's just a really well done, Forza Horizon game. It fixed the things where I feel like 5 Not that I didn't love 5, but yeah, it sort of, yeah, it fixed those things for me. But yeah, it's just a absolutely pristine racing game. Like anybody that even likes racing games even a little bit, like if it somehow hasn't been on your radar, or you're a PlayStation
Mm.
user and you're just getting access to it for the first time, last year with 5, yeah, definitely give it a go. Like, yeah, I've been able to easily just sink 20 hours into it, just like, yeah, doing what I want. Like, if I don't feel like doing a race, I won't do a race. I'll just go and explore and check off some other things. There's a bunch of stuff that I haven't even thought about doing. Like, there's this whole sort of photography angle to it as well, like taking different pictures of cars and locations around the world. That's something I haven't even done. I took one picture of a car that I quite liked. I wanted to try and share it, but I didn't know how to, do a screenshot to Steam and get that to social media. Not quite as easy as hitting the share button on the Switch. So I didn't work it out, but I took a photo of like this car that I bought, and then what people can do is they can share their designs. So I bought the car and automatically like just searched the designs, what people have done, and they did like a Pokemon design of like Mega Charizard X on the side of this black car. I'm like, that looks pretty sick. So I took a picture of that car next to like this Japanese monument, and I was gonna say like, oh, this is like my dream car, the sports car with Charizard on the side. So I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, there's this whole photography aspect that I haven't even thought about doing, but like, yeah, if one night I don't feel like, nailing drifts and just like nailing my racing skills, it is very just like a very relaxing, just exploration game as well. Just going around and discovering the roads and taking pictures and all of that type of stuff. It's just such a massive game. Like, there's just so much content in it, and I feel that's another reason why I didn't really. I looked at the price and went, yeah, I'll pay that, because I'm going to be playing this for years until the next Forza Horizon game comes out. Like, there's no way I'll do all this content beforehand. Like, there's no way. So, yeah. And anytime I sort of like, I feel like what this game really sort of shows to me as well. Just, this is for me personally. Like, there's a lot of story-based games where I really enjoy, but I just find it hard to try and just find the energy to like, all right, I'm going to sit down and do the story game. Even if it's like 15 hours or so, I've got plenty of games where I want to play, but are like, I've got like maybe 8 more hours or something to do. So it's not like such a big haul, but man, that's going to be like, I don't know whether it's my attention span or what, but like Forza Horizon, I can just sit there and get the handheld out and just play it easily for, I don't know, 5 hours a day, just at night time. Just something about it. It's just like, it's easier.
I know what you. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
what you mean though. It's just one of those. Yeah, I can imagine it being, without having played it myself, just from watching it, just being one of those things that you just sort of, yeah, this is easy. You don't have to think too much. You just enjoy it. You go from thing to thing, and
yeah,
yeah, that does sound pretty appealing to me. So yeah, yeah, I'll have to yeah, I'm pretty keen to, yeah, like try it out. So, and maybe 5 at $60 is the way for me.
absolutely. Yeah, I would recommend it if it's on sale, especially. Um, and I felt that's the other reason why I bought it as well, because with 4 and 5, starting with 4, I played it on Game Pass. So, obviously at the time I was like, oh, this like $110 game coming to Game Pass, cool. But what happens with like it going away? So that game disappeared. It obviously leaves Game Pass when it disappears. So I just don't have the game. I'm like, man, Forza Horizon 4 is one of my favorite games. Like, personally for me, like the UK like region, like that map was one of my favorites. I actually loved it. So like, I just don't have Forza Horizon 4 and 5. I'm like, I better make sure I buy that before it disappears. So I thought I'd just like, look, even though I have Game Pass at the moment, I probably won't have it next month, but I don't like, for something that I play for like a long time, I don't want to be like, oh, look, I'm not selling the Game Pass, I can't play it. So yeah, that was something that like the subscriptions, like that game's just like, especially sort of taught me, is like, if you really want it, even if it is on like a subscription, just just buy it, so you've got access to it. So yeah, that was a bit of an eye opener with Forza Horizon 4 because it just like it went offline. I'm like, oh, so well, I guess I'll get a physical copy on Xbox. So I guess that's my only option to play it. So like all the physical people out there, yeah, that's a good
Yep.
damn point.
Yep.
Because it just
Keep it in mind.
disappears. Keep it in mind, absolutely. So yeah, absolutely love it. Played so much of it, and I'll play it a lot more. I sort of my hours for Forza Horizon 5 were like my Xbox app says like 2 days. So let's just say 44 hours. So I've already pretty much halved that in Forza Horizon 6. I guess just the nature of having it handheld now as well. Because I guess 5, I was playing that on Xbox. But yeah, just having it on Steam OS. I'm playing on Steam OS just through Bazart and my Legion Go 2. And yeah, I'm playing it. I was looking this up. This isn't probably very interesting to the Nintendo audience, but just as far as performance goes, I'm playing on like a Legion Go. It's not even the most. It's not the most powerful one. I'm playing on the Z2, and I see like the more, I guess the more powerful chip on like the other ones on Windows. I think they're getting worse performance on Windows on the more powerful chip than I'm getting on the weaker one on Steam OS, because I'm playing at about 50 to 60 FPS. Like it's running really well. Whereas like, yeah, on Windows, it doesn't seem to be going all that well. So yeah, if you've got like a Steam OS powered handheld, I think like it's a good thing to pick up if you've got one of those. But of course on Xbox and I guess later on PS5 coming out later for you, Josh. But we can play together. It's cross-play across everything. So we'll be able to
I'm going to get PS Plus though if I do that.
Oh. Yeah.
All the money.
That'll fuck you.
Yeah. No, sounds good.
That's a big reason I picked it up on Steam too, actually. Because like I was like, oh, do I wait for it to come out on PS5? Because I don't want to be putting my money onto my Xbox account because I don't know what the fuck they're doing anymore. Especially with a $190 game, I'm like, I don't know what Xbox are doing. No idea. So it's either Steam or PlayStation, and like I've got a PS5 Pro, so I'm like, obviously the game will look the best and run the best on that. But I'm like, oh, wait a minute. But I'll have to do PS Plus. And I really don't want to, I don't play online all that much. So it's not worth the money to me. It's like over $100 here now. It went up by $1 a month. I don't know if you saw that today, Josh. It went up today. So yeah, it's one of those things where you're sort of like, man, I don't want to be paying online. So I'll just buy it here and wait for my Steam machine. I'll play it there. Yeah. If that ever comes, goodness gracious. But yes, all my time has been playing that. I haven't looked at my Switch 2. Haven't looked at it, Josh. Been playing too much racing games. Yep. Been neglected. Okay. I went a long time of just playing Switch 2. So all I played on a holiday. It's all I took with me. But yeah, I knew when Forza Horizon 6 was coming out. I'm like, yeah, that's going to be. It's probably been my most anticipated game for a long time. I was sort of thinking of like, as I was leading up to it, I had it preloaded. I was like checking it to see when it unlocks. Like I was like clicking on it. Nope, not unlocked. No, not unlocked. Gone to the Steam forums, been like, when's the global release going to happen? What time is it going to unlock for me? I'm like, when's the last time I've done this? I don't think I've been this excited for a game in a long time. It might even be like, honestly, Mario Kart World, like last year, where I'm like, and that was all wrapped in Switch 2 and like a console launch as well. So yeah, no, it's it might be my game of the year. Who knows? Like honestly, right now it probably is. Like, yeah, I'm just enjoying it so very, very much. So if anybody is out there,
Yoshi later this week, Drew.
That's right. Who knows? That might really surprise me. Look, if it bucks my expectations that much, where I'm like, oh my god, this is dethroning Forza Horizon 6, I'll be very impressed. But yeah, no. I'll put this out there as well. My Xbox gamer tag. I didn't think I'd be doing this on the show, but the friend system on Forza Horizon 6, it uses like the Xbox account system. So if you want to add me to your Xbox account, so then you can see like ourselves in the leaderboards and all that type of stuff. I'd love to see all that stuff from listeners of the show, if you're out there who are interested in this game, my gamer tag is iDruby. So, and I couldn't get the Y, so I put an I on the end of my name instead on the Xbox. So it's IDREWBI. So that's my gamer tag. If you want to add me, and we can see each other on the leaderboards and stuff in Forza Horizon. So that'll be quite fun. So yes, no, get 5, Josh, and then later in the year get 6. Yeah, just dive right in.
Sounds good.
Done. Easy peasy. Then get PS Plus. So then, how many dollars you in there? Like $300 in. Then we can play together
month to month. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because with Nintendo, it's not too bad because I actually use Nintendo Online like a decent amount, and it's $60 for like the expansion pass. You can do it cheaper if you just want to play online, but yeah, I feel like if Nintendo's went up, what would make you be like, no? Like, do you get enough value out of the games, like the classic games?
I mean, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as a big Nintendo fan, like I'm obviously, getting a lot out of that. So, yeah, that's never really been a thing for me. I suppose it'd have to be stuff getting taken away or the price going up a lot. Because even with the modest increase, I'm probably not going to even notice it or even care. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me that I would miss would be like the cloud saves. Like, there's just a nice peace of mind. Be like, yeah, it's updated. It's in the cloud. It's all safe. Like, especially like a portable system where, God forbid you lose it. Obviously, you're down a lot of money, but you can at least, get your save files and your data back, which would be good. But I don't know. That's another thing where I wish that wasn't a part of a subscription. I know PlayStation have that a part of their subscription too, but it's like Steam and Xbox, they've got it separate. It's just a part of using their service. But yeah, that's the thing I'd miss the most anyway, just like the cloud saves. And like, it is nice when like a classic game comes out too, but I can't remember the last time I played like fully through a game on Nintendo Switch Online. I have been wanting to go and play some more GameCube stuff, but I haven't done it for a while. But yeah, play some. I was thinking about like I want to play some like Chibi Robo
XD.
Yeah, I want to do some XD. What's the next one that's going to be coming? Surely we haven't had one this month yet, so hopefully we get something.
Colosseum's, I think, the only announced game that hasn't come yet.
All right. Yeah. So do you reckon they'll do 2 months in a row, or 2 releases in a row, both Pokemon?
Yeah, I don't know. Would have thought no. But if that's the only one they haven't done, then yeah. But we've had this before. They've had stuff on the scissor reel for the 64, and they had one that was left to come still. Then they announced other unannounced games, so we might get the same.
Just do Smash Brothers, you cowards. That's what I say. Like having Smash Brothers 64 and Melee. Oh my god! Oh, the Mario Party games would be really great. I actually love the GameCube Mario Party games. Cause I think they're like the first ones I played.
6 is my favorite.
Yeah,
you got to do 6, and then but do them in order. I don't care. And then got Wave Race, Blue Storm. That'd be awesome. You won the WarioWare games. WarioWare, sorry. And then Sunshine, and then we've got some Star Fox games. Later in the year they can do that after the remake comes out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like those Star Fox games. I remember playing. Was it Assault? What's the other one?
Adventures and Assault.
Adventures, yeah. It's Assault. So I remember starting that one up, and I was actually really impressed when I booted it up. I'm like, wow, this is actually like. I was impressed by the graphics and everything. Like, it's like the scenarios it was putting you in. I was actually like kind of blown back. Even in was it a couple of years ago, or I can't remember how long ago it was, but relatively modern. Where I'm like, wow, this is actually holds up really well. I guess I've just played Star Fox 64 that much. So I guess the next step was impressive.
Yeah, and them doing something different and very different. So yep, thank God.
Yeah. Oh well, we might get that again one day, but maybe not next month. We get the fur textures though, so we do get that.
Yeah, it's good.
Good enough. Yes. What's like? I guess for like GameCube games that you really hope to come, like just the Mario Party games. Would that be on the top of your list?
Um, yeah, I just mentioned them. So
Yeah.
the Mario Party games, Metroid Prime 2.
Oh, the
Um,
Metroid games too. Yeah.
yeah, Metroid Prime 2. And then I'd love to get Wave Race on there. Blue Storm.
Hmm. Yeah. I just got a Japanese copy. I don't know if I said that on the show or just you after we stopped recording, but got my little Japanese GameCube collection started. Because I got a couple of games with my actual Japanese GameCube, and then you were nice enough to get me a Japanese copy of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door over when you went to Japan. And then like in Perth, got to
Yes.
saw a copy of Blue Storm Japanese copy in this retro game shop we went to for $20, and picked that one up. So I got four. So I don't know how often I run into Japanese GameCube games in Australia, but I'm not really going on eBay seeking them out. But it seems like the way I can afford GameCube games anyway. I wonder. I don't know how much. Obviously, I'm not going to look it up now, but yeah, I wonder how much Pokemon Colosseum and XD are in Japanese, whether they're affordable over there as well. I dare say they're more affordable than the English versions, but yeah, like I don't want to be spending that much, like $400 plus. Well, I wouldn't do it anyway. I'm not that hardcore.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not as definitely a lot cheaper. And then I don't know if I like the GameCube covers as much as the ones in the West. Well, I mean, like the layouts of the physical cases are smaller. It's like the one time I think I prefer the Western ones compared to what the Japanese did.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. I feel like I prefer the English ones too, but there's something just different about them as well. They're kind of obviously the smaller with that like paper sleeve slip cover, so it kind of reminds me of like handheld games, like a little bit more in line with like DS and PSP and 3DS size game cases. There's something about that too, which kind of like tickles me a little bit. But yeah, then you got all the spines just in Japanese as well. Like, oh, yeah, let me pull off Mario Kart Double Dash. I think they've got two different directions. So one, it's just like the white spine with the Japanese name. Then there's the other side with like more of the actual logo. So I guess you can choose which side you want to line it up on. So yeah, if I were to do that, I would put it on the side I can actually see what to play. But yeah, I played a bit of my Japanese Mario Kart Double Dash, but yeah, I couldn't imagine loading up Wind Waker in Japanese. Wouldn't like that. I think that'd be
Nope, that wouldn't be working at all. Yeah.
No. Yeah. There's part of me. There's another part of me too. I was thinking about this the other day, but what's the price of a Japanese copy of like Pokemon Emerald? Because it's kind of nostalgic in some ways, like these old Pokemon games, even like the DS Pokemon games, whereas like seeing them in Japanese, I remember seeing them like that for a long time because I was constantly looking at Cerebi.net and other news sources, being like, oh, getting information about Pokemon Emerald before it comes out in the States and in Australia. So just seeing like, yeah, all of the screenshots just with Japanese text. So there's a part of me which is like, it'd be cool to have like actually do a Japanese playthrough of one of these Pokemon games. Even though I can't read
Sure
it.
though.
Yeah.
You sure? I don't know how well that would go.
Well, it's one of those things. I've played it that many times. Like I know what's going on, and it's like look, it's like I'm talking to like I don't know Team Aqua Grunt. It's like, oh look, he's saying something like,
But the
oh
move.
we're gonna flood you.
What if you think you're doing like water gun, but it's just tail whip the entire time?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, that makes it tricky. Like the moves for sure. I've done it before though. Like I've done a Japanese playthrough of Pokemon Heart Gold, and before it came out in Australia, I had a copy on my R4 card when it came out in Japan. So like before it even came out here, I did a full playthrough in Japanese, and that was interesting. Yeah, trying to like work out what each move was and trying to recognize the characters like on your move slot as well. But yep, I'm pretty sure that's water gun. And when you go to learn a new move as well, so it's very much just about recognizing the characters and like the numbers are still obviously what we recognize in English. So I was like, oh yeah, that does 20 damage, and it's this type, so it's probably this move. That's kind of all the information you need. Any effects or anything like that, don't worry about that. But yeah, no, you probably because you know how Pokemon Heart Gold, Fire Red, Leaf Green, they come in different languages. I did actually go to the eShop and say, does it have the Japanese version here? But no, it doesn't. It doesn't. We can't get the Japanese version. Like, no Japanese people live in Australia. It's only German or other European countries that would go on holiday or move to Australia. If you live in Japan, you're Japanese. You only read Japanese, and you want to play Fire Red, Leaf Green. You have an Australian account on the eShop. You can't buy your native language. Don't know. I feel like there should be a petition for that. Don't you reckon? No.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll delete the page then, the petition page. Had it set up, ready to go. It's just your blessing that was going to make it go through.
I mean, yeah, if you want to fight for this, Rui, and you really believe in it, then go ahead.
Hey, look, there's someone out there who it really deeply affects. I feel very sorry for them. I'm just trying to put a voice out there for the people. But yeah, anyway, Josh, it's great talking to you. Anything else before we wrap up and close the doors for this week?
No, I just hope you enjoy Yoshi on Thursday.
I hope I do too. Fingers crossed. I hope the kids do, because I feel like, I'd love to boot it up and be like, oh, that's Yoshi, and oh, what about if we try this, and like get them involved in it. I've been waiting for that moment. And as far as Nintendo goes, it's only been the Mario movie that's given me that sense of like, yes, let me bond with the kids over something that I like. Instead of me sitting there watching Peppa Pig for the 500th time. But Peppa Pig's not too bad either, Josh. I've come around on Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig used to be a thing when we were kids, but man, it's blown up. It's blown up since we were kids. Don't know how it's so popular, but Daddy Pig, he has a nice soothing voice, so we'll give him that nice voice, that Daddy Pig. He's a good boy. This is all stuff you're unfamiliar with because you don't have little squirts running around your house.
I really don't. No,
consider yourself. Enjoy the peace, my friend. But everybody, thank you very much for listening to episode 363 of the House of Mario. Really do appreciate you sitting through the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoy the games coming out in the next week. If you're going to play some Yoshi The Mysterious Book, hope you enjoy that. If you're ripping up the Asphalt and Forza Horizon 6, hope you're enjoying that. Like I said, add me on there if you're one of those people. Really appreciate it. But until next time, guys, the doors to the House of Mario, they're closed. We'll catch you later.